Good morning, guys, and welcome to the 21metrics weekly wrap up. Today I have Fabio Bossi here with me. Fabio is a crypto OG and nowadays the CEO of CoinNexus Fund in Switzerland. And Fabio is also involved in Ultra ecosystem. He's part of the community advisory board. So I'm here to talk markets and everything digital asset related with Fabio, also including Bitcoin. And welcome, Fabio. Uh, Very nice to have you here today.
Hi from Munich, where I am currently over the holidays. Usually, I'm in Neuchâtel, Switzerland, and yeah, nice to be here.
An honor to have you in our show, Fabio. Do you want to cover Ultra a bit? So, how is the ecosystem working, and how do you see it? Like, what is the value proposition, or do you want to open it a bit?
Okay, yeah. So as you said, I've been in Bitcoin and in crypto for quite a while, and with Connexus, we're always looking for new interesting crypto projects, and we started focusing on the gaming industry because, in our opinion, crypto and gaming is actually a perfect match because the idea of digital scarcity has been existing in the gaming industry for decades, and so far we have seen in 21 starting in 21 22 a few attempts and a few um, successes, let's say, like Axie Infinity, and but so far there is no real mass adoption of blockchain technology in gaming, because many gamers think that NFTs are a scam, and crypto is a scam, etc., and they're very skeptical. They're still spending billions buying skins that like NFTs that are not on any blockchain, just on corporate servers, but they don't like NFTs. And in 21, I stumbled on the Ultra project, actually doing research on Theta. Maybe you not Tether, but Theta, the streaming. They were cooperating with Ultra back in the days, and looked into it, and they want to build basically a gaming layer one. It's a friendly fork of EOS, so they don't have transactions fees for one.
Yeah.
And yeah, I dug into the project, liked it more and more. As you see on the picture, there was in February, I was in Paris at NFT Paris, and I met one of the two founders, David, and chatted with him for quite a long time, because they have been founded by two gamers, David Hansen and Nicolas Gillot. But very recently, they took someone on board as a new CEO,
Yeah.
a Belgian entrepreneur. His name is he's called Gus because his real name is Augustin Van. And then please don't ask me to pronounce it. It's something like Ricklev or something. I can't even pronounce it, but it's Gus. And he's quite a big name in Belgium. He has founded the French version of McKinsey and brought it to the CAC 40, so the French S&P or the French DAX or S&P 500 or Dow Jones. And yeah, now they're about to launch a first-person shooter that will try to merge Web 2 and Web 3 elements, and that new CEO, Gus, has installed a community advisory board to be able to get better feedback directly from a respected community member, and yeah, that's
Okay.
how I got on board there.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. So you're currently in Neuchâtel canton of Switzerland, and you have this Coin Nexus fund there, and you say that you are holding Bitcoin and then some altcoins, of course, Ultra, the ecosystem you're part of. And how do you see like Switzerland as a place to have your fund? So like obviously like a difference. Based on which canton you're in, but how do you see it? And did you have some like what kind of experiences have you had so far?
Yeah, so Coinexus actually up until November of 2023 was a broker,
Yeah,
and we actually chose the canton of Neuchâtel because of the cantonal bank, who was willing to offer us a bank account. But since 2018, when Connexus started, the whole regulatory framework, as we all know, has grown stricter and stricter, especially the whole AML, anti-terror, anti-money laundering stuff, as well, basically exploded, like compared to what companies had to do like 3, 4, 5 years ago. Now it's completely out of proportion, and we as a company had actually given up because it had become too expensive. And a couple of months later, I think must have been in January or February of 24, the Banque Cantonale said, yeah, we don't support crypto brokers either, because now we would have to check every customer like our own customer. So it's simply too expensive and complicated. So they stopped that. There are companies from Neuchâtel like BT.com who are protesting. I think they're even suing the FINMA, but I'm not quite sure. But yeah, as
yeah,
for a fund, Neuchâtel might not be the smartest canton. Probably some Zouk or something is better.
right.
But yeah, so far we
Yes.
stay in Neuchâtel.
Yeah. Also, there's a lot of like Bitcoin related things in this southern canton of Ticino, in the city of Lugano, and Lugano even launched their own city token, and they accept Bitcoin and USDT tether payments within the area. So yeah, there's like a lot of differences between cantons, and but you're not doing brokerage anymore, but you still have your fund and you're like investing using the current fund. So yeah.
Exactly.
Con-
So currently we are investing in various Web3 games, either in equity or the token.
yeah, yeah,
And that's what I mean. Of course, I still follow the Bitcoin market and yeah,
yeah,
the ETFs and whatever. But
yeah, everything, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Regulation seems to be getting harder, and in EU we have this MiCA now coming 2025, and I'm sure in Switzerland those regulations is getting tougher. But about Bitcoin, how do you see like the state level adoption of Bitcoin? So now we are having a new president in US. We all know who he is, and I think he has personally pumped Bitcoin a lot. So if the other candidate would have been elected, I think we could be like 40k Bitcoin or something like that. And now we are uh, around 100k. So how do you see like what is your approach to this context? So now we're really seeing state level adoption, and of course it's an opportunity, but do you also see some threats like included in that, or how do you see it as a Bitcoin OG and long term investor?
Well, I have to add that I might have been following Bitcoin for a very long time now, but many Bitcoiners would probably consider me as a traitor or a Judas because I have strong sympathies for the big blockers, Bitcoin Cash and Dash and every crypto that tries to actually be digital cash, digital money.
Mm.
I've always been quite skeptical of the, oh yeah, Bitcoin is the best asset ever, and you just buy and hodl it forever, and doesn't matter how much it costs to transfer it because you only do it once and then never again. And I don't like that idea very much in general, and I was not expecting it to become as popular. So to me, it's all a bit surreal. I mean, yeah, right now we're at 100K. Who would have thought it? Not me. And it's being discussed if Bitcoin becomes a strategic reserve in the US. I mean, okay. I mean, I still have some, so keep pumping it, I guess. But
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know what to think about it.
yeah.
Even
I
also
agree.
Michael Saylor, no idea what. I mean, it sounds strange what he's doing, but so far he's successful.
Yes. Yeah. I agree. It's a bit surreal because when we, I guess, met in 2016, it was we had this like Bitcoin Helsinki embassy, and Bitcoin's price was like around 500 euros, and it's a bit surreal that we actually reached 100K. So
Yeah,
things have escalated so much as you said, and obviously there are like many players now trying to also like exploit the growth and like Michael Saylor's MSTR company has seen significant growth recently, but there must be some downsides also. I'm sure the like his thesis works in the bull market, but let's see what if the like tide turns, what is going to happen with MSTR. So it's basically the stock has been like leveraged Bitcoin basically. That's interesting, but yeah, do you see this like spreading? So now we have US and El Salvador. Also, we have seen talks in some Swiss cantons about having this national reserve. Would you see it like as canton based, or will it be like state level, or do you even see it happening, or could it
yeah.
happen in Chino, Lugano, or how do you
I
see it?
I actually attended a talk in Neuchâtel because Neuchâtel, despite the recent problems here with brokerage, etc., it's
Yeah,
actually quite a nice crypto valley.
yeah,
They have a lot of crypto companies there, and Geneva is not far away with yet another crypto hub.
yes,
And they had a meetup there with a guy who has started. Well, I'm not a Swiss myself, so I'm not a super expert on how everything works. With the Swiss can vote about basically any topic they want. They just have to collect signatures to then ask the whole population, and they will try to get the Swiss National Bank so the Swiss central bank to consider buying Bitcoin.
yeah, yeah. That's interesting. So like as you said, like every city is basically its own hub. So you have Neuchâtel, and then Genève also, and Zug and Zurich and Lugano, Ticino.
Lugano,
So many places with yeah, every place. You have French language in Neuchâtel, and in Ticino there's Italian, and but yeah, crypto will is the main theme connecting all these places. So interesting. I'm sure also there's like this competition going on, so like taxation wise and regulation wise, and like community wise. So and it's very healthy to have like competition between cantons also, if
Yes,
you could
yes.
say. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I have attended this Lugano Plan B multiple times, and I liked it, and especially like it's remarkable how easy it was for Lugano just to like implement these things that they just like locally said that okay, we are now going to accept Bitcoin USDT, and we are going to launch our own city token just like that. It would not be possible in other parts in EU that easily. I mean, it wouldn't, not in EU per se. So so yeah, that's very remarkable, and I think Lugano also seems to be like a pilot city or a pioneering city in that sense. Interesting.
But by the way, you mentioned Mika earlier. I don't quite know yet how Switzerland will be affected. And do you have any idea what Tether is doing in Lugano now that Mika is
At least
coming?
Lugano's events have been heavily sponsored by Bitfinex and Tether. So yeah, that's a question. And so yeah, so Mika doesn't fit in with USDT, and I don't know, like how do you see it? Good. I think they're still offering a Tether in Switzerland at least, while it's not available in Europe after Mika. Or I mean,
Well, to be honest, I currently don't even use any Swiss companies anymore. I mean, it's I use Kraken, and there's still Tether so far.
yeah.
Various other exchanges that are not even in the EU. So I personally am not quite sure how I will be affected by all of this.
Yes. Yeah. 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 We'll see. We'll see. But still, like Switzerland is the leading crypto nation in Europe, and I guess you could also see leading nation globally. But we can maybe take a look at the markets here, and so we saw Bitcoin touching 108K recently. Then it dropped to like the current 95 level, but let's see, like in January, we'll see the Trump stepping into power in the U.S., and then let's see if it's going to affect somehow the valuations, and there could also be some kind of if you think that Trump has pumped the value of Bitcoin a lot, we could also see kind of like sell the news effect at least in the short term. So we'll see, but I'm still yeah.
Yeah, what I'm very curious about, and so far I'm only reading a bit about it on X, is the new take that the SEC might take to various projects. I don't know what you think about that, but apparently many projects are hoping. But by the way, Tether amongst them, I think Tether hopes to be treated somehow better now. I read something, and other crypto projects who were worried to maybe be considered as securities are now not worried anymore and stuff like that. So that could be quite a catalyst if that actually takes place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you think about like the recent like introduction of Google Willow, this like quantum computer, and do you see it like as a threat to cryptos, like in the short term or mid or long term? Like Shamat Palithia said that crypto protocols have 2 to 5 year time window to react to this new quantum challenge. So do you see it like breaking cryptos, or is it like how do you see it? I think also,
That's way above my competence grade. I'm a curious observer, and I listen to both sides and don't understand anything.
yeah,
So let's see. I mean, there are much smarter guys than me arguing about it. I simply don't know.
yeah, correct. Yeah, I think it's not like an immediate threat, but from
Apparently
my,
not. I mean, we would have seen it.
yes, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. That's a good answer. Um, what I think about like Bitcoin dominance. So we are now at 58.33% dominance. Do you see it growing, or do you see some kind of out season coming next year, or how do you see the market evolving?
Yeah, I'm the wrong guy to ask. If you had asked me last year, thanks God we didn't do a podcast, because I would have told you, yeah, it's never gonna go over 50 again. Uh, and look at how wrong it would have been. Yeah, I mean it's amazing. I don't know. I mean, what I just said about the SEC maybe maybe we could get an altcoin season out of that. But I mean, in general, one has to admit it to the maxis, the Bitcoin maxis. They look very smart right now, and I don't. And you have to admit, I mean, the altcoin market is like over 90% nonsense. Like, I mean, yeah, the meme coins. We have Doge at number 7.
Yeah,
I remember Doge started in 2013. I had read about it in a chat room of an online Bitcoin casino,
yeah,
and yeah, we laughed a bit, and but after 6 months it wasn't funny anymore, and now it's still there at number 7. And I like Doge, but the rest, I mean, it's so annoying. uh, but yeah. um,
yeah. I love your like honest approach in things that 90% of outcomes are. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, I love this. Yeah,
I
honest thought.
mean, 90% was quite fair to the altcoins. Uh,
Yeah, 99 maybe. Yeah, well, yeah. I appreciate this vantage point. Thank you. Okay, if you look at the market here, we are now pretty close to 100K. But if you look at the leverage situation, so Bitcoin's funding rate is now very low. So we're at mid spring levels here. So like the leverage rate has peaked there in early December, and it indicated an over leveraged market for a while. But right now. Right now, I would say we are not over leveraged. So in that sense, the spot price would have a lot of room to grow still. So maybe if you look at the spring of 24, we could still have a like sideways market in 25, and then up again towards 200K. But who knows? Like it. But at least uh, we are not like over leveraged in any sense there. So yeah, maybe like um, state level adoption next year could act as a trigger for further price growth there.
and
Um,
at this point, the ETFs alone can carry Bitcoin to 500,000. So
yeah, yeah. So like better at least hold some bitcoins because you never know how high it will go. So yeah, you're right. It's been like it's been an amazing ride, and you really think like what is the correct valuation of Bitcoin, how to really value it. But then again, like in this environment we are now living, you could see Bitcoin go a lot higher still. So there is no top. There is a huge upside ahead.
I mean,
Uh,
as far as I know, Bitcoin recently, like in the last 12 months, surpassed silver,
yes,
but we're still over 10x away from gold.
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
Actually, I believe this gold market cap thesis that Bitcoin would reach the at least the market cap of gold. So that would mean like 10x from here, and that would be like a reasonable long term target for me. And but right now, like 10x, it would mean like 1 million per Bitcoin. So that's pretty high,
That's
but
crazy. Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. But it's possible. Yeah,
It sounds crazy, but yeah, I mean, 100K sounded crazy not so long ago.
yes, that's correct. Correct. Yeah, I think we have now talked for 25 minutes. So thanks a lot, Fabio, for all the insights and interesting takes on the market.
You're
And
welcome.
hopefully we could have you as a guest again. And yeah, probably see you in Switzerland at some point.
Yes, looking forward to it. Thanks a lot. It was fun.
Thanks, Fabio. And don't forget to check our partners, sideshift.ai, with the platform's new Telegram token and Kvarn X. Thanks for your time. Thanks, Fabio.